Hello, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. It's the last Thursday of the month. This means it's TalkED Day. Hello sa lahat ng mga nakatutok sa atin ngayon. Live on Kumu and on the Knowledge Channel page sa Facebook. Hello sa inyong lahat. Please drop a hello dito sa ating comment section, sa ating chat. We would love to say hello to you. So again, good evening everyone, especially sa mga first time na nag-tune in to our show. Kung kayo ay nakapanood ng ating first episode ng TalkED last month, mag-comment din kayo dito so that we know that you are back here. Welcome to TalkED Early Childhood Series, and I am your host, Bianca Gonzalez. So, hello again, Christian Roda. Hello, Christian Roda. Hello, M. Flo. Thank you for joining us this evening. Super interesting ng ating pag-uusapan ngayon, as always. And of course, bago tayo magsimula, I would like to invite you to please feel free to share this stream sa inyong mga kaibigan, sa inyong mga kapamilya, sa inyong mga parent groups, dahil this whole series ay syempre dedicated to help parents like us sa pagsagot ng mga tanong tungkol sa pagpapalaki ng ating mga anak. Talagang kapag magulang ka, ang dami-dami nating mga tanong, di ba? Paano ba gawin to? Ano ba dapat gawin ko? Kaya naman, nandito ang TalkED para sa inyo. At ngayong araw, pag-uusapan natin kung gaano kahalaga sa pagpapalaki ng mga bata ang exposure to nature. Yes, with this, pag-uusapan din natin ang mga activities na pwedeng gawin ng buong pamilya. Hindi lang ng mga bata, pero buong pamilya para maturuan ng mga bata sa halaga o importansya ng pangangalaga sa ating kalikasan. At paano nga ba natin yun ituturo sa mga bata, di ba, to take care of the environment? Ngayon, bago ko ipakilala ang ating TalkED expert ngayong gabi, syempre dito sa TalkED, lagi tayong tumutugon sa mga eksperto, di ba? Napaka-importante niyan. Magpapa-poll question muna tayo while waiting for more people to come in. I would like to say hi to Susan Chin, to Sasha Tubases, Erica Marcelino, Sheena Florante. Hello, good evening sa inyong lahat. Even to Charmaine Uy Hua, watching from Singapore. I love it. Hello, Noveline Flagne, Jan Louis Uy, Paul Harrell Serna. Hello. I love it. Nag-roll call na tayo. Pero eto na, sa lahat ng mga kasama natin dito ngayon, eto na ang poll question that you see on your screens. Gaano kadalas makalabas ang inyong mga anak sa loob ng isang linggo? Siyempre, di ba, ang daming restrictions na dinala sa atin nung pandemya, nung nakaraang taon. Tapos yung mga bata, di ba, talagang medyo hindi pa natin pinapayagan lumabas masyado. Pero ngayon na siyempre may mga bakuna na, mababa na ang ating alert level and there are safety protocols in place, medyo nakakaluwag-luwag na tayo nakakalabas na ang ating mga bata. So, sa mga anak ninyo, gaano kadalas makalabas ng bahay ang mga bata sa isang linggo? So for our Facebook viewers, you can vote directly on the poll on the stream. Ayan, lalabas sa inyong screen. So i-click nyo na lang kung A, halos araw-araw, B, tuwing weekend, or C, hindi madalas. Para naman sa mga nakatutok sa Kumu, please feel free to comment your answers sa stream at pwede namin yan basahin mamaya. So gaano kadalas makalabas ng bahay ang inyong mga anak kada linggo? Grabe, meron ba kayang sumagot ng halos araw-araw? In fairness talaga, well, habang hinihintay natin pumasok ang inyong mga sagot, eto na, it's time. Ipapakilala ko na ang ating TalkED expert for today. Siya ay isang registered nurse, teacher, and certified forest school practitioner. She's also the founder and co-owner of Emosyon Bibo. Naniniwala siya sa halaga ng emotional intelligence and outdoor play sa pagpapalaki ng mga bata. So let's all welcome Teacher Jackelyn Bugarin-Uy. Hello!
Hi, Bianca! Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Hello din sa ating mga mommies and daddies, tito and titas, lolo and lolas who are here with us. Super excited ako na makakwentuhan kayo. Thank you guys for having me here sa TalkED.
Yes, thank you so much, Teacher Jackie. Actually, si Teacher Jackie, She is also based outside the Philippines. So Teacher Jackie is currently in Finland. Wow. Pero summer dyan ngayon, no, Teacher Jackie, sabi mo.
Yes, so I feel like I'm in the Philippines.
Mainit din dyan.
Mainit siya, like 27 degrees. Pero compared to negative 27 the past few months, this is mainit na for us.
Wow, grabe. So yes, hapon ngayon sa kung nasan si Teacher Jackie. So if there's anyone joining us actually from her side of the globe ngayon, mag-hello din kayo sa amin. Hello, Modern Mama watching right now. Hello, Pau Cagayan. Okay, Teacher Jackie, dun sa intro ko sa'yo, medyo madami akong big terms na sinabi. So gusto ko lang sabihin yon. Gusto ko lang iklaro at i-define natin siguro for everyone watching what those are. So I mentioned that you are a forest school practitioner. So Teacher Jackie, para sa aming hindi nakakaalam, ano ba yung forest school?
Yeah, so nung umpisa kasi, I get interested in early childhood education, like what I was mentioning to you earlier. Parang when I become a mom myself, ganyan. Kasi lumaki ako, my childhood, I can describe it as full of adventures kasi lagi kaming nasa labas ng mga kaibigan ko, maakyat ng puno, bahay-bahayan, luto-lutoan. So, nung naging mama ko, I sort of like to want to replicate that kind of childhood sa kanila. Parang more on outdoor education. So, I discovered this forest school education and I studied it under a UK program. So, forest school is a school that take place in a natural setting. The classrooms are the woods. Ika nga, there's no wall. It's a no wall classroom. Okay, so a forest school practitioner is someone who is trained to design long-term outdoor programs. It emphasizes nature play and exploration. So hindi lang siya basta sa activity, we are trained to be observant and reflect how is the children developed individually, and from there we will design the nature program according to the children's needs. So yun yung forest school.
Amazing!
Yeah, it's really amazing.
Kasi
sabi ko nga sa bata, ang swerte, kung sino man yung nandun, swerte ng mga batang to.
Yeah, because syempre, teacher, kapag sinabi nating school, ang idea natin, nakaupo sa desk, tapos nakikinig sa teacher, tapos may notebook. Pero ito talaga, like you said, there are no walls. Kumbaga, the world is their classroom. Okay, teacher,
Yeah.
may isa pa tayong sinabing term kanina that I would like to help define para sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Yep. You mentioned, I mentioned in the intro to you, emotional intelligence. Teacher Jackie, ano yun?
Yes, so emotional intelligence is basically the children they know their emotion, they know how to control it, and they know how to handle it. And they grow up to understand also how to handle people's emotions. Pero in this talk, we can also learn or realize that nature play or outdoor education actually helps when it comes to emotional intelligence, which I think is very needed at this time of our lives, especially after pandemic.
Yes, definitely. At maraming salamat for defining that, Teacher Jackie. And I felt it was important kasi kapag ulit sinabi nating intelligence, ang lumang paniniwala or nung tayo ang lumalaki, di ba? Ang idea natin of intelligence is more sa reading and writing, yung math, ganyan, sa numbers. Pero emotional intelligence, like you said, is as important. Yung alam nila, naiintindihan nila, ano ba tong nararamdaman ko? And I'm so excited to learn from you, teacher, dahil sa lahat ng nanonood, if you have kids around 7 years old, 6 years old, 3 years old, it's a tayo ni Teacher Jackie dahil ganong edad din ang aming mga anak. Okay, so speaking of nature play, kanina ay nagpa-TalkED poll tayo sa ating mga viewers kung gaano kadalas nakakalabas ng bahay ang ating mga anak. So, eto na ang resulta natin for Facebook. Karamihan ng ating mga parents ay tuwing weekend, 53%. Next ang hindi madalas, pero in fairness, halos araw-araw nasa 18% din.
Wow.
In fairness. Teacher Jackie, you're there and you're a forest school practitioner. So madalas nasa labas ang iyong mga anak.
Yeah, I make it to a point na lalabas kami araw-araw. Or else,
Okay.
kasi yeah, we can talk more about later. Pero yung definition ko kasi ng outdoor, it doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to be 3 hours, 5 hours. Pero 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it's already considered nature play. Yes.
Yes, okay. Yan lahat ang i-breakdown sa atin ni Teacher Jackie mamaya. Ako naman, kung sasagot ako sa poll na to, doon ako sa hindi madala ako pa kasi siguro yung magulang na takot pa na palabasin yung mga anak. Pero, like you said, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, every afternoon, naglalakad yung mga anak namin sa labas. So, considered outdoor time na din yon, teacher?
Yes. Actually, that's the mindset that we need to change. Kasi mahilig tayo yung big time outing eh. Na, okay, we need
yung
to
akala natin, oo.
And that's the main outdoor thing. But it shouldn't be like that. We actually need to relearn that nature play shouldn't be like that. So, that's walking. So good.
Yeah, okay. Very good sa lahat ng mga magulang. Meron ba tayong mga parents, lolos or lolas, or caregivers dito na naglalakad din every afternoon, nagiging family activity yan? Please do share your comments here sa ating comment section. Okay, before we dive in with Teacher Jackie, dito po kasi sa TalkED, nagpapakita talaga tayo ng real life stories of different parents tungkol sa kanilang mga tanong. Kaya naman, Teacher Jackie, iko-konsulta namin ito sa iyo. May isang parent tayo na nag-share ng kanyang karanasan tungkol sa paglabas ng mga anak niya. So, let's watch this.
When I had my first child, I was already practicing natural farming for a while. My children actually, they join me already. Every time I go to the farm, which is about twice or thrice a week, since I still live in the city and work as a researcher, I go there 3 times a week and bring my children with me. We harvest, we prune, and we prepare soil and our seed trays. So yun ang sort of a cycle of activities that we do when we do farm. The kids are so very excited to just participate in your activities as you do it. So when we do our Iti of Pandesal, they join in that as well. We even play our old heritage songs such as Larry Miranda. So the kids actually participate in the same activities that you do. So when we make our tea and prepare so pinaka-favorite nila though is the farming side of things, no? Kasi they touch the soil. And then they even have toys, uso ngayon mga bata mahilig sa construction ng mga trucks. So we actually use them to transport soil from one tray to the next. As part of the activities that we do. They love to touch the soil because when you touch the soil actually of an organic farm, you will touch carbonized rice hulls, sand, cocoa dust. It's para siyang granola mix, no? Very nice texture. So they love to hold on to that, and then they love to plant seeds as well. And then from there, they love to water. What do we do in the farm that you like?
Playing and building with sticks and making something.
So what I noticed with my son, that even when we go to the city or when we go out to the beach or in different landscapes, he's very observant about what he sees around. When he sees snails or leaves, and then the curiosity of asking questions or inquiry approach is also very apparent. And then the great thing is that the food that he eats is very high in nutrients, because he knows that if he eats vegetables, then he will become strong, no? Like a superhero.
There you go. Yan si Mommy Nicole. Okay, si Mommy Nicole, as we saw, yung kanyang son, ina-expose niya talaga sa farming, planting. Kita natin, may buko yung bata. And she said nga na she's noticed, kahit hindi na sa farm yung punta, wherever they go, the city, parang matanong, very curious na yung kanyang anak. Based on your experience, Teacher Jackie, ano yung connection nung exposure to nature sa pagiging or sa pagde-develop nung curiosity nung bata?
Yep. So, wow, that's an amazing video. Kapag nasa nature kasi tayo, all our senses are being utilized. You know, we can feel the air, we can smell the ocean, touch the leaves, see the trees. Compare kapag nasa bahay ka lang and you're watching TV or you're in your gadget. Children don't utilize much of their senses kasi gadget provides so much audio and visual stimulation. Tapos hindi sila wala silang chance to think slowly. Okay, so ayun, just sabi nga ni Mami Nicole kanina, that yung mga anak niya nagiging curious and they ask questions when they are outdoors. And our children are naturally curious. They are born learners and observants, di ba? So by bringing them in nature, we give them the opportunity to be who really they are, to be who they are, God created them to be. So sa outdoor education, meron kaming term called biophilia. It's basically
Biophilia.
It means love for living things. As a human being, it's imprinted in our DNA. We are designed to be with nature, and our brain, especially kids, develops more. You know, their brain develops more when they are in nature. So psychologically and mentally, nare-restore tayo when we are in nature. We are less stressed and less anxious as a family kapag lagi tayong nasa nature. Ayun.
That is amazing. Okay, I want to learn so much more. Like you said earlier, Teacher Jackie, it doesn't mean na kailangan babad buong araw sa nature. So, explain to us time, gaano kadalas, gaano katagal dapat nasa labas ang mga bata.
Yes. So, if you read different kinds of references, they will give you different kind. You know, sasabihin nila, dapat 3 times a week, dapat 90 minutes a day. You know, but for me, there's no ideal time because we live in different places. We have different family situations. And sometimes time's recommendation might stress out very much. And will turn out like a chore. Especially sa mga perfectionist na mami na, kailangan dapat 3 hours a day ko daw ilabas. You know, so it should not be outdoor play should not be forced, you know, and nature play should be more like natural as possible. So sabi ng mga research ngayon, parang empirical research, we should have more unstructured, parang exploratory play that is less time bound. Parang hindi siya dapat gawin mo to, dapat may taekwondo ka, mag-badminton ka, in a way. Like that. But like what I say just now, the goal dapat is to bring them out consistently according to how your family can manage. If your family can only manage for 15 minutes or for 30 minutes a day, use that time, observe how they play, and if they prefer to be outside longer, then allow them to be, you know, according sa gusto nila at huwag mo silang pipilitin. Kasi magbabackfire kapag pinilit mo sila. Eventually, it will become a chore to them.
Yeah.
Pero sa nature, sa forest school mismo, we highly encourage long-term dapat. So consistency is the key. Try to bring out your kids every day, every other day. And the key is not just once a year outing na family. Mag-iipon muna ako. Then after that, we have a big Palawan nature outing. So don't do that. Consistent.
And like you said earlier, hindi kailangan na bonggang labas na biyahe. Literal pwedeng sa labas, as in may puno, naarawan. Sorry, Teacher Jackie, let me ask. Kasi in my head, ang outdoor play is, di ba nakikita natin sa mga pelikula, sa mga series, parang, nasa labas ka na naman, puro laro ka na lang. Di ba parang ganon, puro laro. But, talk me through, give an example of yung akala nating laro lang nung bata, pero ang dami na palang benefits sa kanya. Can you give like a concrete example of what kids do?
So, our society kasi, we're growing to be like more and more, pinapahalagan natin yung academic, or yung sabi mo nga kanina, IQ, di ba? Pero hindi natin alam na play gives so much in developing emotional intelligence or even their creativity, resilience, resourcefulness. I'll give you an example. Merong sa early childhood education, may tinatawag tayong loose parts theory. Okay. Loose parts.
Loose,
okay?
maluwag.
Loose, ibig sabihin isa-isa. Like isa-isa.
Loose parts, okay.
For example, loose part of natures are twigs, branches, leaves, petals, all this, pebbles, ganyan. So according to this theory, which is, it's really, really napatunayan na, it makes our brain become creative because children use their imagination. How will this work? For example, nakakita sila ng bato, anong gagawin niya dyan sa bato, or the twigs, they will make a boat or something like that. And kadalasan kasi sa atin ngayon, we are indoors and most of the time, we have the ready-made toys. Diba? Na ibibigay sa atin, ayan na. Then, it doesn't require much thinking. It dictates the children what they should do with it. So, yung imagination, yung brain, hindi nagagamit more. I remember when I was young in the province, we do not have a lot of ready-made toys. We use dahon ng kamoteng kahoy. We turn that into jewelries like necklace, bracelet. We have coconut leaves, walls. Gawin naming bahay-bahayan. And we also have gumamela flowers and turn that to a bubbles.
Yes! Correct! Nako, sino dito ang dinidikdik, di ba? Didikdikin yung gumamela, tapos magbabubble siya.
Oo. So, di ba? So, you see, parang just by those kind of things, we are promoting or we are helping them to be creative, and to be resourceful. And also being outdoors, it means it's more risky and it's more dangerous. Sa bahay mas komportable ka, 'di ba? But it doesn't really challenge the children. It means kung hindi sila nata-challenge, if they don't use their capabilities, their physical, capabilities, mas less din yung chance nila to prove themselves. So imagine if kung lagi kang nagke-create and then you created something from nowhere and then you tested your body by jumping high and everything. Imagine anong nagagawa nun sa'yo as a child. Actually, it makes you confident.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
if you do that in a long term, you will become a child with a lot of very high self-esteem.
Correct. Ang ganda nun. Hindi lang creativity, confidence, self-esteem. Wow.
Resourcefulness, resilience also kasi pwede kang madapa, masusugatan ka. Samantalang pag nasa bahay ka, madadapa ka ba? Hindi. Naka-aircon ka pa. Diba? Very comfortable. Pero, really, really important for us to understand, I feel, as parents and even as teachers, the importance of outdoor play.
Teacher Jackie, kasi I've noticed din, kunyari, a different example, beach naman. Kung ang aking mga anak, 7 and 3, iniwan ko sa buhangin, kaya nilang hours na nasa buhangin lang. And yung pagkaka-explain mo makes so much sense na kasi nga, ginagamit nila yung imagination nila. Isang buhangin lang, isang mound lang ng buhangin, castle na, kahit hindi naman castle. So, you're right in that parang meron silang sarili nilang imaginary world when they are out there.
Yeah, totoo. And if we don't do that, if we don't allow them to be, it becomes like parang if they're always in a structured place, we dictate what they think. We tell them what to do all the time, and they don't have their own kingdom or their own castle to discover ano yung gusto nila, what do they want, what is their interest, and all this.
Oh, shucks. That's so interesting. Okay, last question, Teacher Jackie, before we go to our next poll. Ano yung role ko as a parent? Kasi sometimes as parents, may tendency tayo mag-hover dun sa anong ginagawa mo, or like, wag yan. Yung parang may ganun tayo, di ba? What's the best way to support learning sa nature play ng mga anak natin?
Yeah, so I take down notes parang 3 ways na I think is important. We have a big role, in encouraging our children to play in nature. First of all, I think as parents, we need to learn about nature and genuinely love nature ourselves. Kasi we are social animals. So the children will value whatever you value. So you don't even need to impose it. kung mahal mo ang nature and if you value outdoor play, they would automatically, in a long run, will love nature as well.
True.
Secondly, I think this is very important. Provide basic needs. When you guys are in nature play, basic needs mean food, water, safety. Di ba minsan parang common sense na yon, but you know what? It's so important. Kahit lumabas ka lang sa bahay ng 20-30 minutes, bring biscuit, bring water, because kids get hungry easily. Kapag may mosquitoes, bring mosquito repellent because na-extend yung play nila if they don't need to worry about this. Hindi na iistorbo yung play nila. Kasi nararanasan ko minsan kapag nakalimutan ko magdala ng food, umuuwi na kami kaagad kasi gutom na sila.
Gutom na.
Exactly. Basic things like that can actually help you to support them when it comes to being in nature. Thirdly, last one is meron tayong tinatawag na flow state. Medyo related sa sinabi mo kanina. Yung flow state daw is when a child is fully immersed in an activity. Okay? So kapag nakita mo sila, sobrang focus sila. Parang they are so lost in time, tulad ng mga anak mo, nasa buhangin sila. Parang di na nila alam, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock na, maggagabi na, di ba? So they are in their flow state. Okay? So as parents minsan, we are very controlling, sabi mo nga, we hover so much, helicopter parents. So when we are outdoors, we want to show them everything. We let them to try everything. Ako, recently lang nangyari, my 3-year-old boy, he's so immersed into holding a stick lang, twig, tapos nagdidig soil. Tapos, may nakita akong butterfly. Gusto ko ipakita yung butterfly. Hunter yung pangalan niya. Hunter, come I show you very nice butterfly. Hindi niya ako pinapansin. Tapos, pinilit-pilit ko pa din siya. So, at first, hindi siya magpapadisturb. Pero, if you as a parent, you keep on doing that, na-disturb mo na yung flow niya. And they got distracted. And we do that often. We need to allow them to be in their own world to truly and fully learn better. Minsan nakala natin helpful tayo, but hindi na pala. Because we need to be very reflect din kung what kind of parents are we so that we could help them when it comes to their nature play.
Ayun. Ang gandang reminder nun, flow state. You're right, minsan pa parang, hoy, tinatawag kita, yung parang may ganun tayo. Pero actually, it's a good thing when they're in that flow state. Parang in the zone sila dun sa I know this term also, parang they make brain connections. Na parang, yung mga itong twig pareho dito or itong leaf parehong color dito. So, pwede natin silang hayaan and it's not a bad thing na nasa flow state sila. It's actually a good thing.
Yes, and it's how they learn on their own time and in their own ways.
Yeah.
Right? So, yun nga, naisip ko nga kanina, parang that's why consistency, being outdoors is so important. Kasi kung once in a while ka lang lumalabas, you have this mentality as a mom na kailangan mong sulitin. Parang ipakita mo sa lahat ng mga anak mo, ito gawin natin to, ganyan, ganyan. So they didn't have that kind of freely chosen timing to enjoy and discover their surroundings.
Ang ganda na ng mga reminder niya, Teacher Jackie, kasi minsan as parents, parang kunyari, we'll walk to the park. Parang feeling natin, responsibility natin na, look at this, or dito, we'll do this schedule, pero the kid, kumbaga child-led, we will follow their lead sa kung saan nila gusto pumunta, saan sila curious. I love it. Okay, eto, magbabasa lang ako ng konting comments. Sabi ni Angelina de los Santos Basilio, araw-araw tuwing hapon po, nagbabike silang magkapatid.
Wow.
Noveline Bugarin Flag na yes, gumamela yung santan flower, sinisip-sip, matamis. Tapos, yung santan yung di ba, ididikit-dikit din, gagawin parang necklace or bracelet.
Na-try ko din yon.
Ayan, si Arch Christian Roda tuwing weekend din, magbibisikleta ang magkakapatid. Sabi ni Choi Yun Yong, yung stick ng dahon ng kamoting kahoy, ginagamit namin pang kulot sa buhok. Wow! So cute! Ay, nako, nakakatuwa talaga. We have more questions, of course. We'll learn more from Teacher Jackie. I am sure na kayo din Ang dami niyong natututunan. But for now, meron tayong konting pa-survey, konting pa-poll sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon. So our next TalkED poll question is about a next topic that we're going to talk about. So kasi syempre gustuhin man nating dalasan yung paglabas or pagpasyal, hindi laging pwede or hindi laging magagawa. So sa ganitong pagkakataon, ano yung pwedeng alternative? So our TalkED poll question is, may mga tanim or garden ba kayo sa bahay? Ayan, sa mga plantito or plantita, meron or wala. So again, everyone on Facebook, you can just click your answer diretso. And to everyone watching us on Kumu, of course, you can comment your answer as well. Ayan, sa mga plantito or plantita na kasama natin dito, ayan, may mga tanim or garden ba kayo sa bahay? As I can see, si Teacher Jackie may flowers dyan sa likod that you picked. Tama na, you said you picked it outside?
Yeah, it's the wildflowers. Yung purple called lupines, tapos yung white is daisies, wild daisies.
Oh, actually, now that you mentioned that, yung 6-year-old ko, may hobby siya. Kapag naglalakad kami tuwing hapon, dinadala niya kasi yung may lumang cellphone ako na siya ang gumagamit. Favorite niya mag-picture ng mga flowers. As in, may folder siya dun sa phone ng flower and leaf collection. Natutuwa siya dun sa mga patterns, ganyan. So, okay lang ba yung Teacher Jackie? Parang ano na yun, fusion ng nature, play, and technology. Pasok pa rin ba yun?
Yeah, definitely. Ngayon nga, di ba, meron mga studies na nag-encourage, sa mga bata na they can actually use technology tsaka nature in order for them to enjoy nature much. So naisip ko, kapag ginagawa niya yon, she's actually, developing relationship with nature kasi kinakapture niya yung memories and it becomes her own collection. So actually, that's really nice na ginagawa niya yan.
Oh, shucks. I'll find a way to get to show it to you, Teacher Jackie. Pero eto na, meron din tayong isa-share pa na isa pang kwento from a mom na nahilig sa pag-garden, lalong-lalo na nung simula ang pandemya. So, I guess she'll share a story of how we, parents, caregivers, lolos, lolas, can bring nature sa loob ng bahay, lalo kung hindi masyadong nakakalabas ang mga bata. So, pakinggan natin ang kwento ng ating plantita na si Mommy Lenny. I love it, plantita.
Actually po ako ay mahilig talaga magtanim. Noon pa kasi laking probinsya nga po. So mahilig kami magtanim ng mga gulay, prutas. So nung nag-pandemic po, napakahirap po lumabas at yung mga bata ay nababagot sa loob ng bahay. So doon po nagsimula yung pagkahilig ko na sobrang daming tanim namin. May halaman, may gulay, may prutas. Madalas ako magtanim. So nakiki-join na rin sila. Sila yung maglalagay ng lupa. Andin yung mga pinagbalatan po ng prutas, gulay, pag nagluluto ako, tinatabi po nila yon kasi yun yung pinaka-fertilizer doon sa mga tinatanim namin. So malaking bagay na natuturuan yung bata. Kasi sa panahon po ngayon, more on gadgets sila, ang hirap awatin. So ako po, naglalaan ako ng time. Araw-araw po yun, basta hindi po umuulan dito, kasama ko po sila. So kasama ko sila magdilig, magdamo, at magtanim po. So sa ngayon po, may mga tanim kaming bago kasi yung last month, nag-harvest po kami ng mga pechay at labanos. Dito lang po sa mga paso sa bahay namin. Pwede po sa mga paso. Kami po yung mga mineral water, ginugupit po namin yon. Doon po kami nagtatanim. Pwede pong magtanim ng sili, sibuyas, tanglad kasi yun yung mga isa sa ginagamit natin sa pagluluto. So instead na bumili po, pitas na lang po tayo pag mayroon na sa paligid po natin. Sa ngayon, ang tanim po namin ay mga sili, ampalaya, tsaka ibang halaman po na binibenta rin po namin. Kasi sayang din po yung mapagbentahan. Ginagamit po ng mga anak ko pambayad sa kanilang taekwondo po. Kasi 4 po sila at ako po ay single mom. So mag-isa po akong nagtataguyod sa kanilang 4. So lahat po ng tanim namin pag naibebenta po, napupunta sa mga anak ko yung napagbintahan ko at binibili nila ng gusto nilang bilhin at saka pambayad ko dun sa kanilang taekwondo training ko. Explain ko sa kanila ano yung kahalagahan ng pagtatanim, ano yung kahalagahan ng pagkain ng gulay at prutas, ano ang magiging magandang effect sa ating katawan.
Oh, ang saya ng may mga tanim. Si Mommy Lenny, fresh na mga nilulutong pagkain din sa bahay. Okay, Teacher Jackie, maliban sa pag-garden or planting fruits, vegetables na kitang-kita ng mga bata, they can learn so much. Kunyari, may nanonood nito na magulang na medyo mas limited yung space at home. What are ways na pwede pa rin nilang ma-practice itong nature play?
Yes, so just this video reminds me of my mom who is good in gardening. I remember planting and kamote when I was a young kid in our backyard. But sabi mo nga, unfortunately, not all moms have green thumb like me, namamatay yung mga halaman ko.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hindi ako marunong. But yeah, and another thing, not everyone have the garden, di ba?
Yeah.
So another thing we can do at home is to take care of pets. Nakatira kami now in a small apartment because we are in a student house. We have a hamster. Meron kaming hamster. So my husband is good at this part. So with the kids, tinatake care nila yung hamster. They feed it, they play with it. They learn about, what's the habits of hamsters and all these things. So I'm sure may mga ano din na pusa, aso, they like to take care of that. And that's also part of nature, right? And pwede din nating dalhin sa bahay yung loose part of nature. Okay? And for example, nung pandemic, nasa Pinas ako, nung pandemic actually, for almost a year, we go out for a nature walk sa labas ng gate ng bahay namin. So as in, parang 10 to 15 minutes lang, we will pick up leaves, pebbles, flowers, twigs, ganyan. And then, we will make different kinds of arts out of it. Like, pwede kaming mag-painting with the leaves or,
ang cute!
Di ba? Parang, yung fairy na yan, it's a bougainvillea flower. Yung dress
Petals
ng fairy.
niya.
Yung mismong flower nung bougainvillea.
Yes.
So, do out of the leaves na napulot namin, mga bulaklak, we also do natural perfume making. Gumawa kami ng natural perfume using some oils and using some, may malunggay pa nga dyan eh. Ayan. That's during the pandemic itself.
Wow.
Gawa din kami, nag-tea party kami. And anything you can get from your fridge, like lemon, apple, oregano, kung may garden ka. We make it like a tea party. We smell them and we describe the taste. That's also a nature play. That's also a nature exploration in your own comfort of your home. Gumawa din kami different things like nature wings. We collect different kind of leaves sa labas. Tapos we cut some box and we make it as a wings. So there's a lot of things that we could do with the loose part of nature. Ayun.
Oh, yun yung loose parts theory. Tama ba?
Yes. Loose parts of nature. You can get it anywhere, then you bring it back to your home, use it for arts and crafts.
Ang dami naming na-amaze. Ayan, si Alvin Casper Makatangay. Awesome! Si Miss Leia Bautista din nakasama natin dito. Si Arch Christian Roda. Great, cool. Hello also to Hector Elikay, Medel Gonzalez, Mary Esguera. Nakakatuwa yung arts and crafts kasi that's something na mahilig talaga ang mga bata. Pero ang laking bagay nung nagagawa nung pagdagdag ng isa pang elemento ng nature. Petals, flowers,
Yeah, and I think parang hindi natin na-appreciate masyado yung nature because ang mahal-mahal kaya ng mga arts and craft materials.
Sobrang mahal!
Bibili ka ng
Super!
liit na mga pom-poms, ang mahal. But you can just get leaves and make it as a nice art, diba?
Tipid-tip sa mga momshies. No, that's super true. Yeah. I have a question, Teacher Jackie, about that. So, kunyari, you use petals or leaves. paano pa madadagdagan yung parang learning opportunity or teaching opportunity sa mga kids when you do arts and crafts with twigs, leaves, ganyan, things na nahanap sa nature walk?
Yeah, so another thing na you guys or parents can do is that we could identify different kinds of, for example, leaves. You know, you can teach them like, what is the shape of this? You know, anong kulay yan? Okay, you guys can identify different kind of shapes. Makikita mo yung leaves kasi, it's amazing kung makikita mo para siyang may prints.
Yes.
You know, and sometimes we do that. We put like paints and then i-stamp mo siya in the and that's how you also encourage imagination sa kanila na wow. Even sometimes I teach them how to be appreciative sa nature or kay God. Parang wow, see, ang galing ni God mag-create no ng nature, how beautiful it is, you know, and things like that. And another thing na I forgot to mention is like what you said just now, and I'm an advocate for emotional intelligence, diba? And sometimes we are so focused in unpleasant emotion, kung paano tatanggalin yung unpleasant emotion, like we help them in their anger, we help them in their sadness and all. But what we don't focus is that we need to help them in their pleasant emotions. Ibig sabihin,
what does that mean?
Means like nature naturally creates pleasant emotions. Ibig sabihin, it makes them wonder. It makes them curious, inspired. Parang, wow, ang ganda naman ng ano na to, ng bulaklak na to. Alam mo yun, that kind of emotion itself, kahit na simple lang na it makes them amazed in this one piece of bulaklak, that's a pleasant emotion that helps them, in a way, in their emotional intelligence. Na hindi lang tayo nagfo-focus on, dapat hindi ka maging magagalitin, hindi ka sad, you know, we do everything. But we also need to help them how they're gonna experience pleasant emotion. And usually, children felt those things when they are in nature. Or if they are, you know, holding a nice ladybug, beautiful ladybug, or a butterfly, you create that kind of wonder to them.
Oh, I love that kasi you're right. Even tayo, di ba, tayong adults kapag kunyari stressed or ganyan, kapag maharap tayo sa nature, di ba? Or kunyari, lumayo tayo sa city, maharap tayo sa mga mountains or sa dagat, parang ang sarap nung energy na nabibigay ng nature. And I do the same din for kids. So that means you believe in grounding, Teacher Jackie?
Yes, it's very healing. You know, parang I always say this. I believe that nature is there parang for us to be healed and not necessarily, you know, tinutulungan tayo ng kung sino man, let's say yung partner natin o kaya ng mga teachers natin, because it's such a huge responsibility. For example, as a parent, is it just my responsibility to help my kids be happy all the time? Is it my responsibility to keep my loved ones happy all the time? No. I believe na God gives us the environment to help us as well. You know, na sabi mo nga grounding, to just really feel that I'm small and there's something bigger than this.
Oh, such a beautiful reminder. Ay, nako, ang dami kong natututunan, sobra. And with that, ayan, sabi ni Novelyn again, thank you, Tita Jackie. Oh my gosh. Hi, Novelyn, for bringing nature in our house. We miss our nature walks daw, sabi niya. I guess on a last note, Teacher Jackie, I did want to ask, kasi syempre hand in hand with nature play is sort of teaching our kids to take care of nature. So, para sa mga magulang who have no idea on how to start introducing that to kids, yung paano alagaan ang kalikasan, what are your tips?
Yeah, so we have the specific tips that we usually give the children. Dito yung sa Finland, as early as preschool, they are so good at this. Tinuturuan talaga nila sila about recycling. Even before reading.
Preschool?
Oo, like 4, 5. Before reading.
So, segregating.
Segregating. At hindi lang yun, they go on forest walks and then they tell them na plastics are not good when you throw them because environment is not good for environment, it will take years to decompose, to burn. So I think it's good for us parents to tell them why. Why is it not good for us to throw your trash in the water? Or because the fishes will eat it and they will die. We appeal to their empathy. We need to give them whys and reasons and not just rules.
Yeah.
So that they could understand and they could start doing that. So ngayon yung almost 7-year-old kong panganay, she do that. She pick up trash, and kahit lang sa streets. But I think that's like what I said just now, specific tips yun. But if we really want them to grow, protecting the environment, we need to be intentional in bringing them outside consistently. Kasi you can force someone to love and take care without knowing them. So it's the same thing of nature.
Yeah.
Kung yung mga bata have a relationship with nature, they have memories with it, they have like precious time with them, naturally, lalaki sila na they love, and then they will protect someone that they love. So ang role natin as parents is that we bring them out there, we give them fun, good, exciting memories. And magugulat na lang tayo, they grow up loving environment, and malay mo, they would make great things for the earth one day just because we're having fun out there.
Oh, shucks. That's so beautiful. Ang dami kong natutunan, Teacher Jackie. I love what you said. Give them reasons, not rules. Naku, napaka-importanting reminder. Hindi lang tungkol sa nature play, pero sa pagpapalaki ng mga bata. Oh my goodness, napakarami nating natutunan from Teacher Jackie today. Maraming salamat. And again, dun sa ating, we had a poll question earlier. I believe hindi ko pa nabigay ang ating result. Do we have the result? May mga tanim o garden ba kayo sa bahay? I think the result is, do we have it? So sa lahat ng mga may gardens sa bahay, thank you for answering our poll earlier. But yeah, while we are waiting for those results to show up here, ayun, ang may garden or tanim sa bahay ay 76% meron. Hey, that's a good number. Not bad at all. I love it. Good job. Again, my goodness, Teacher Jackie, I learned so much from you. You are the perfect expert na maging guest sa amin today, kaya maraming salamat. And also, John Louis Uy, Judith Aknam Danlog, Arch Christian Roda, they're saying, thank you, Teacher Jackie, for all your stories. Yes! Super thank you, Teacher Jackie. And with
Thank you for having me here.
dito nagtatapos ang ating TalkED Early Childhood Series, ang inyong parenting companion pagdating sa pag-aalaga ng ating mga batang 0 to 8 years old. And of course, Teacher Jackie, I'll pull you back up here. Teacher Jackelyn Bugarin-Uy, who joined us all the way from Finland. Do you want to promote anything, Teacher Jackie? Any page or anywhere they can follow you?
Yes. So yeah, I want to promote my little company called Emosyon Bibo. I'm a founder of Emosyon Bibo. We started this company during the pandemic because we believe it's so needed, especially during that time. So we create materials and tools that promote EQ or emotional intelligence and growth mindset to families. So please visit our website www.emosyonbibo.com, Instagram at Emosyon Bibo, Facebook page as Emosyon Bibo, and let us together as a community help our kids to grow up to be emotional, intelligent people. Emosyon Bibo. Thank you for having me here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Teacher Jackie. Emosyon Bibo. I hope this is not the last. I'll see you, Teacher Jackie. Ingat dyan.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
And of course, to all our parents joining us, review lang tayo ng mabilis ng ating expert tips of the day. Of course, unang-una, tulad na sinabi ni Teacher Jackie, enjoy. Siyempre, kapag na-enjoy ng mga bata yung nature, magkukusa na sila na they'd want to go out all the time, consistency, at mamahalin nila ang nature if they have good memories with it. Second is to give time. Like Teacher Jackie said, consistency. Hindi kailangan mahaba o malayo o bonggang outing. Even just a few minutes a day of exposure to nature, to the sun, malaking bagay na yon. And last tip is to bring nature inside our homes. Again, kung hindi makakalabas masyado, yung mga loose parts, tulad na sinabi ni Teacher Jackie, pwedeng i-incorporate sa play sa loob ng bahay. Or syempre, sa mga plantito, or even pets, tulad sinabi ni Teacher Jackie, pasok yan sa nature play. Again, I hope you learned as much as I did with our TalkED for today. And again, kung kayo ay naghahanap ng early childhood video lessons, bisitahin lang ang Knowledge Channel sa YouTube and of course here on Facebook. And makakatulong din kayo sa paggawa ng mas marami pang ECD content or early childhood development content by donating through the Knowledge Channel Foundation website or itong QR code na nasa ating screen ngayon. I love it. Nag-pop up lang siya dyan. O, diba? Next month, isa na namang super interesting and important topic ang ating pag-uusapan because next month is Nutrition Month! Nako, pag-uusapan natin how to get our kids to eat healthy. Siguro, connected din yun sa nature play na pinag-usapan natin today, diba? Of course, ang healthy budgetarian meals na pwedeng i-prepare for our kids. Recipes na pwede nating i-share. Kung meron kayong i-share about that, you can also message us dito sa Knowledge Channel Facebook page. And malay nyo, ma-feature kayo dito mismo sa ating TalkED. So we'll see you next month, last Thursday of the month for TalkED. Muli maraming salamat sa lahat ng sumama sa ating kwentuhan ngayong araw. I am your host, Mommy Bianca Gonzalez, and see you again for our next TalkED. Bye!